Midnight Raven. Today is the last day in the Sands 100k challenge. Today is the 30th of June, and you can hear it in my voice that I'm not happy. Basically, today the video is talking about failure and not reaching your goal. I'm going to elaborate slightly on what I mean about failing and not reaching your goals, on a simple fact of that today, which is 30th of June, I haven't completed my walk. We are at nearly 2 in the afternoon. I've been on my course all morning. I still have 2 miles to go, and I am considering that a fail for many reasons that I will elaborate on. So what do I mean by failing? Well, in my eyes, I had 30 days to walk 100k, which is 62 miles. I had issues during the month where I had 2 days without Fitbit, so maybe I would have completed the miles within those 2 days. But because I believe in showing receipts, which means I didn't have any way to prove I'd actually walked them 2 days, I didn't feel it was right to count them. So with that in mind, those 2 days I would have already have finished maybe a couple of days ago, or even a week, depending on how many miles I'd walked. Today is the 30th. I have 2 miles to go. I am currently out walking, trying to finish the walk so that I can hold my head up high and say I completed it. Sounds easy, doesn't it? I have been up since this morning. I've been on my course the last 3 days for about 6 hours a day. I know that doesn't sound a lot, but sitting in front of a computer, it's giving me an awful headache. And then having to do paperwork still for other things, it's a bit overwhelming. And then the only problem I found is that doing a course at the same time, you can't be out walking when you got to be at home in front of a computer. The course is 5 days, but I do have set days to hand stuff in, so I couldn't just do the walks for 3 days and then blast it all off in the last 2. Each day had a set of paperwork that needed to be handed in, so I couldn't just hand them in willy-nilly. So far in my challenge, I have walked 60 miles, which should be a round of applause, but I do feel that because I still haven't finished, I still feel like a failure. And I did a video about this maybe 2 weeks in, when my Fitbit broke, and I felt like a failure because I couldn't do the walks. I was getting behind, and things were just getting on top of me. And I felt then that I wouldn't make it, which is a very negative attitude to have. But looking at it now, I would say I was bang on. I didn't get to finish. Hopefully by the time today finishes, I will have finished, and tomorrow's video, which is the start of my 30-day fitness month, will finish. And then tomorrow I can do a video on what I've achieved and how successful I am. Hopefully. That is the goal. The idea is to finish the walk today and do my 2 miles. And then tomorrow is the July 30-day fitness and health month, where I'm going to be giving you healthy exercises to do each day, tips on exercising, fitness, your health, diets and stuff like that for 30 days. I know July has 31, but challenges are always set in 30 days, mind you. Don't know why, but they always are. And then we'll use the 31st of July as like a roundup day. But as you can see, I'm walking on the disused railway track again. One of the first walks I did when I moved to Swaffham, and one of the first walks I think I show on my channel. Raven's Rambles will come back eventually. Just at the minute I've got so much on, it's kind of taken a back seat. But this walk is quite long, so hopefully, I don't know how much I can film and talk, but we're going to film and talk till the memory in my camera runs out. I'm currently using my phone, so hopefully I've got plenty of memory, because I have filmed quite a lot recently. But it is beautiful. Obviously you've got the bridge, which you probably can't see. It goes along there, it's like covered up. But there's another bridge down here, and I love walking this track, especially in the winter with all the snow. But it is quite beautiful during the autumn when all the leaves turn, and in the spring and summer you get odd little wildflowers in the side bits sometimes. You do get a lot of people walking on this track in the summer, dog walkers and that, especially at the weekends. It gets a bit more busy, but as you can see, if you've watched my channel before, this is quite overgrown. It's not usually this closed in, it's usually like a great big open space. But with everything growing in the summer, it kind of closes in on you, and then when winter comes, it kind of expands and becomes a bit more open and dead. So it is a pretty sight, mind you. So like I said, I don't necessarily feel like I failed, but I think in my own mind that I keep telling myself, you could have done better, you could have done more, you could have pushed yourself harder. I did remind myself time and time again during the challenge that I do have a genetic spine disorder, and yes, I've been told that shouldn't stop me, but it is a barrier, mind you, and it is something to be careful of, something to be wary of, because the one thing I didn't want was an injury in any of it, or just at all, would be the outline. I didn't want to find that I injured myself and couldn't continue. I didn't want to find that I hurt myself and it became a persistent injury or a recurring injury. And obviously with your spine, you have to be careful. You have to be precautious, you have to be careful, you have to take it slowly. So the first week I banged out 22 miles like that, thinking that I could do the other 40 in quick succession, and found that things just didn't go to plan. And that's basically how life is. You can't plan everything, as I've learnt. So don't try. So I had a plan as such. They always say don't plan, but then they also say do plan to fail. That way you don't put yourself on too high a pedestal to accomplish it, which for me works in two hands. I can try and push myself to reach a goal, but as I've said time and time again, your body can only do so much. Everyone has their own limits, their own boundaries, health issues, time constraints that can either encourage or discourage you from exercising in any form. This walk was for the SANS K 100k walk. This was for the SANS Stillbirth and Neonatal Death charity. If you'd still like to donate, there is a link in the description to my PayPal and to my Facebook page and to the fundraiser page where you can still donate up until the 10th of July. So don't feel you've missed out donating to a worthwhile cause. They get 100% of the donations. If you're not happy with Facebook Pay, donate to my PayPal and I will cross it over, and then you will get a post on the fundraiser page thanking you for your donation. But SANS is a wonderful charity. They have a community forum, a hotline, therapists, counsellors. They give out memory boxes to parents. They give out these bereavement books. They have a whole network to help bereaved parents who have lost a child, whether it's to neonatal problems, stillbirth, SIDS, which is cot death, and many other problems that may occur that are unavoidable during childbirth. or during pregnancy, and they're researching into stopping this, helping those mothers find out reasons, causes, research things that they can improve on in the medical field, research what they can improve on in midwifery to help the mums, and just try and cope with the loss of such a special little bundle of joy, who became an angel too soon. But this walk gives you something to reflect on the beauty of the world, of just how wonderful life is, and that you should grab it with both hands, no matter what. So like I said, being a failure isn't a bad thing. You do learn from it. You do learn to not get your hopes up. You do learn to not feel so pressured, maybe would be my thing to learn. Not to put too much pressure on yourself, not to think that you have to achieve a goal. I mean, it would be nice to finish my walk while I'm on video. I mean, that would be amazing. I can't remember how long this walk actually is, start to finish. But I can give you an update right now on how much I've done. Because I need 2 miles and 8 something, and I have done the 8. So currently I'm on 0.8 miles. I'm currently missing the 2. So I need 2.08 to complete my miles. So I need another 2 miles. So stick with me. I will film, like I said, for as long as I can. And if I don't complete it on this video, then do join in tomorrow, where you will see me evaluating what I did, how far I came, and if I achieved, would be the main thing. Don't necessarily take a failure as a failure. A failure can learn from it, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to learn from it and realize that I do have limits. That when my back says no, it means no. And that you can't plan everything. Stuff does happen. Shit happens. You learn that in life. They do say don't plan to succeed, plan to fail. Because then when you succeed, it's much sweeter. And it probably would be much sweeter. But I have 2 miles. And in all honesty, with how I feel, I don't know even if I'd be overjoyed at completing. I've struggled so much this month with my mental health, with walking, with general motivation. I have done another video on this during the Sands challenge about motivation, and feeling a bit slumped, feeling like I've lost the, I suppose you could say, the oomph, the motivation, possibly due to maybe not so much interest that I thought I would get online with a charity that was for children. Maybe it's because I thought I'd be getting more donations to help the charity, and that can feel like a failure, that you didn't raise enough. Did I raise enough awareness? Did I promote it enough? Did I push myself enough to finish it? There are so many unanswered questions in my mind and in my heart to this. Did I push myself? Did I not do as well as I could? Were the walks that not interesting? Was it a charity that people just don't want to donate to? But if you, like I said, if you would like to donate, the link is in the description. Follow it to my fundraiser page, or donate to my PayPal or Facebook Pay. I have more donations coming when I've completed, which is good saying that, because first I have to complete, which I am trying to do. But my back has been playing up the last couple of weeks, and I have found it harder and harder, and I don't know why. I don't know if my back is slowly giving out, whether I've done too much, whether there's underlying causes, but I seem to be struggling more. Could it be pushing yourself too hard? Could it be wanting it too much? Have I put so much on my shoulders that the burden of finishing is heavy on my back, if you want to call it that. But we are walking down this disused railway, which used to connect to King's Lynn, just in case anyone's wondering. It's a very noisy track, mind you, because you have the A47 main road making its good old noises, especially for me, mind you, because that's what it does. So we have reached 1 mile. We have done 1 mile. We still have 1.08 miles to go. So we are 1.08 miles from my goal. Will I complete this challenge? Comment down below if you reach this far in the video, whether you think I have it in me to walk another 1.8 miles today. If anything, I feel more tired and exhausted, probably from the stress, mind you, and the wanting to complete it is killing me. But this is the main road over there, as you can see. And then this is the old train overpass. Train would have gone through that way and underneath. And then you've got a train going across, which is pretty cool. It is a pretty cool walk, mind you. It's quiet, it's serene, mostly. You kind of block out the traffic once you've walked it a couple of times. It is a busy time of day. School will be out soon, so that's probably why it's busy. It's 3 o'clock, that means schools are out soon. So there is that. I don't know. I'm feeling a bit beaten down, bit of a loss. I don't know. Does anyone else have those kind of days where they just feel a bit, you know, a little bit downhearted, a little bit defeated? But, yeah, I get that sometimes too. You're not alone. But, we're going to keep walking. We're going to get to the end of this walk. My back is hurting. I can feel it in my spine. Probably because I've been sitting on the floor in my house all day doing my coursework. Which is why I've had to come out for a walk. I've been working the last 5 hours. And I sat there and thought, you know what, that's it. I've got to leave the house. I've got to get my head away from the screen. It was giving me a headache. Sitting on the floor was hurting my back. Just having to think was hurting. I know, it sounds bad, but it was hurting. So I decided that, fuck it. I'm going to go out, I'm going to walk, I'm going to film for today. And just get that little bit of break that I needed. A little bit of R&R. I just wanted to feel the fresh air, the breeze, which there isn't much. There's a little. You see? Tiny little breeze. The sun on my skin. There ain't really any sun. I'm more likely to get rain than sun. It's been a gloomy week, mind you. If I was going to miss sun this week by doing my course, that wasn't going to happen. Because it's gloomy as shit out here. It is gloomy as shit. It is so dark out here. It might not show it on the camera because I've lightened it slightly. But it is kind of gloomy. And kind of, if you look there, it is kind of dark. But, we're going to see how far we can walk. I'm going to take a break for a second and then I'm going to come back and film some more. I'm going to have a drink, have a little bit of a rest in this little patch. And then I'm going to come back and we're going to see if we can finish this walk. So we're back and we're walking down here. To where? Who knows? Never been down here before, but I thought I would walk it. May not lead anywhere, but who knows? Well, it leads to a field. big empty field. But sure, why don't we walk around here? I don't know whose field it is, but I had what I would call a path to it, mind you. I think maybe you can walk that way and it joins. We're gonna see, because it does look like that you have tracks going through the field, so we're gonna walk it. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna walk it because I need the miles. Yes, I do. We are on 1.1. We are getting there, my friends. Now, I don't know if I'm going to film right up until I finish, because this video might go on forever. Because I can only walk so quick. Mind you. But glorious scenery in this field. Beautiful scenery, which hopefully you've got to this part in the video. Tell me if you did. I like to know how many people watch my videos, and I know people don't watch a lot of my videos, or very far into them. Maybe my content just isn't for you. You'll have to excuse the noise. Nothing I can really do about that one. But yeah, we're going to walk through here because I don't know where it goes. And in all honesty, I just feel like walking. I just feel like walking, and that's what we're doing. If this video is too long and you're not watching at this point, but thank you for tuning in to my channel. If you've just joined the premiere at this point, hello all. I'm walking 62 miles this month, which is now the last day, which is the 30th of June. I am still 1.7 miles away. Yeah, or 1.07, however you want to put it. I need my Fitbit to say 2.08 to have completed my 62k, so bear with me as I continue to walk. Feeling a little sluggish, but I want to continue. I want to say I did 62 miles in a month, despite the issues and problems and medical issues that I've had, despite breaking my Fitbit. Technically it gave up halfway through my walk. Probably felt like I did by then, that like feeling. But yeah, it is a really nice cool day. So it's not too hot out here, it's not too cold, I'm not being glared down by the sun, and it's not that cold either. I do have a coat on, mind you, because I only have a t-shirt on underneath, so I didn't want to get over hot. But yeah, next month is the 30-day fitness challenge for July. You may think I'm crazy. That's quite possible. But we're going to do a different fitness each day, along with diet tips, fitness information, things to help you achieve your goal this month of losing, whether it's weight, gaining a bit of extra fat, strengthening those muscles, toning that tummy. We're going to see what we can achieve in just a month. And in my case, I am personally looking to strengthen my back and my muscles, and maybe to tone up the tum just a tiny bit. Just a little bit. Who doesn't like to tone up their tum? Just slightly. Not too much though. I'm not asking to be, ripped like the Incredible Hulk. But I'm asking for a slight alteration in the stomach area. So we're walking through an incredibly overgrown bit right now. Oh, very overgrown. And why are we walking through the overgrown bit? Oh, this is why. to show you another train tunnel where the kids, as you can see, have been having illegal parties. Because that's kids for you. I know, you're gonna say it. You were a kid once. Yeah. And I'd have probably done worse. I know. You can say it. I would have probably done worse. That is a great asking. And here we are in a field, literally a closed in field. Now I don't know if you can actually get out of this field in any way, but we'll walk this way and see. There are new houses next door, so maybe you can get out. I'm not sure. We're gonna walk and see. But hopefully, if you've made it this far, pretty little flowers, look at that. You guys? You've enjoyed this long rambling with Raven. I'm the Midnight Raven for a reason. And that is because this bird, yes, this bird, likes to take flight and go out and about, is what I call it. This flight bird. But, as you can see, there are many parties that go on here. And the problem is they leave all their crap. That's why teenagers get such a bad name, mind you. Because they just leave rubbish. They don't pick it up and then they're like, oh, you're picking on us because we're teenagers. No, we're picking on you because you're little shits and you litter. I mean, I used to be a teenager myself. And I was brought up, well, to pick up your shit. You leave a place, you take everything that you brought with you. You go for a picnic, you take the shit home. You go to a park, you take the shit home. It's a thing you learn as you grow older, to take stuff home with you. Maybe some parents didn't teach that. That is possible. But I am gonna have to climb over this fence to get out. So I'll be right with you. Hey, it's Midnight Raven. This video is to say I did it. I completed the Sands 100k challenge. I completed it. I have supported Sands for the last month and I completed the walk. I did my last 2.5 miles that I needed to do today and I have completed it, as you can see. What a journey. What a journey. Week 1 was a week. I did 22 odd miles. Week 2 was hit and miss. Not only was it hit and miss, but my Fitbit broke. Week 3 was a little bit tiresome. I was meant to be on a course and it was cancelled. So I'd spent all my time sorting that and then I wasn't on it. So I did my walk and I managed to get around about 12 miles that week. Week 4, because it's a 5-week month, week 4 was hit and miss. I really didn't get a lot done, another 12. And then this week I have whacked out the last, I think it was 13 miles by the time I'd finished the Sands 100k challenge today, which is the 30th of June. If you haven't already, donate to this wonderful charity. Link is in the description to Facebook Pay and PayPal. I am happy to say that I've supported SANDS. It is a stillbirth and neonatal death charity. If you don't know, I will leave all my playlists that I've got for the month. But support the charity, keep the awareness, keep the charity in your mind. It is a brilliant charity. They do loads for bereaved parents, including community support forums, helplines, therapy, counsellors, bereavement help, support, and that's both for you, the bereaved parent, your partner, and for all of the family that is involved. It is a great charity. I am so glad that I have finished. It was a trying month, it was a hard month, but I walked 62 miles, 100k, for the SANDS charity, which I am proud to say I did. I can hold my head up high and say I completed it. I did it. I am so happy for myself. If you haven't already, give me a big thumbs up, like, subscribe. Stay tuned for July, where we are doing the 30-day fitness challenge month. We're going to be talking about diets, fitness, health activities throughout the entirety of July. We're also going to be doing an exercise every day to help you keep fit through the month of July, to get your beach body ready or healthy in the coming month. But if you want to see more, go onto Instagram. I'm going to load videos, pictures every day throughout the month, keeping you up to date on my fitness and my health. If you want to see more from me here, make sure you click that notification bell. Give me a big thumbs up. Support the SANDS charity, and like I said, if you haven't already donated, links in the description to my PayPal, and I will see you all very soon for July's fitness month. Take care and thanks for watching. Love you all. Bye.